What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink.
Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for another review. This is going to be our review for Put a Ring on It. This is season 1. It is episode 7. It is entitled, Exploring Parameters. Now, we start off back at the big house with Dr. Nicole, and Ashley has just revealed that she's going to go on a second date with Kwame. Of course, Hollywood, feels some kind of way about it. And I've been saying, if you go all the way back to my reviews for episode 1, whenever Ashley does something that Hollywood doesn't like, he has this whole thing where he tries to intimidate her, or has this whole intimidation thing he tries to do with her to get her not to do it. And I've been saying that since the first episode. And so I was glad that Dr. Nicole spoke about it, now, and is now letting, both of them know that, that is a thing and that's something that he does. And so we're going to see everybody go on, all 6 of them are going to be going on dates. So we'll fast forward through the dates real fast. Shay went on a date with Ricky. They go play basketball. They had some little bet or whatever. He lost it, and she wanted him to pick her up, and he was picking her up and, cradling her and was doing squats and all kind of stuff. Anyway, at one point in the relationship, he was like, "Yeah, I see us dating," and she came right out and said, "Me too." And I was like, she was like, "Yeah, I'm open to that, yeah." And I was like, "Wait, what?" So, what are we doing here? I'll get that later. Hollywood went on this date with this chick named Chantel. And I felt like it was an okay date. I didn't feel like there was really a lot of connection there, even though he said there was. But in my mind, I was like, I feel like Hollywood's just doing this and saying this because he wants to kind of make Ashley feel bad, or he's trying to do a tit for tat where, well, Ashley said she had a connection with somebody, so I'm going to say I have a connection with somebody too, so she can know how I feel. But I don't think that there's a real connection there. I don't feel like there was real connection between them two, unless I just didn't see enough of the date. Michael went on another date with Whitney, and Whitney came right on down and said, "Listen, what are we doing? Because you like me, I like you, and we got all these parameters of what we can and cannot do. I can't move like this. So either you're gonna have to make a decision, or I'm gonna remove myself from this process, because I'm not gonna keep going on this date feeling how I feel about you, and then you got all this going on with Shay on the side. Decide what you're gonna do. You got X amount of time. If you don't, I'm bailing the hell on out of this, and I'm removing myself from the process." I was here for her because she came right. I can't play this game because I'm like that. I'm like, I don't play these little games like that. I don't have that type of time. So, what are we drinking today? Canada Dry Bold Ale. It's the bold ginger ale, I should say. So, we then see Ashley. Ashley goes on a date with Kwame. Kwame came to pick her up at the house. Of course, there's that uncomfortable exchange that they have every time the day comes to pick the people up at the house, especially when it's Hollywood. And so, yeah, they go to Ashley and Kwame went to some arcade, and their date went well. She said there was connection. She's finally opening herself up to seeing what it is, and at this point, I feel like Ashley's looking for her exit strategy. I really do. I really feel like Ashley is looking for her exit strategy. I think that going on these dates have helped her realize that I am an attractive girl. I do have a lot to offer. There are a lot of other very attractive men out there that will be able to give me all of the things that Hollywood gives me. And so I think she's looking for her exit strategy. Vince goes on a date with another date with Christina. She's not as cute this week as she was before. She looked a little bangy this week. And I found that odd because here you are, y'all are going to go take pictures. Like the date was going to go and take pictures of. She looked real, and maybe that was the theme. I don't know, but I ain't like her hair. She was not as attractive to me this week as she was last week. Like last week, I was like, "Oh, that's a really attractive girl." This week with her hair and that outfit, I was kind of like, "Yeah, it's a no for me." I didn't really care for how she looked this week, and I think it was really the hair that did it for me. Vince says he doesn't want to like her, but he is. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe the part where he said he don't want to like her. Anyway, Tamika goes on some date with some dude named Devin. I wasn't really feeling him like that, but she was feeling him, honey. So she says. And especially with Hollywood and Tamika, I don't know if they were truly, and even to a certain degree with Shay, I don't know if they were truly feeling the other person, but because their current mate, decided to go on second dates, and their current mate acts like they are enjoying another date, they want to act like they're enjoying their other date as well, just so the mate knows what it feels like, and maybe be jealous as well. I don't know, but that's just how I feel. At the big house with back at the big house with Dr. Nicole. So we see that Tamika says she's making progress with her jealousy and trying to work that out and figure out, that whole thing with her being jealous all the time. And that's good. We'll see how long that lasts, because I have a feeling with Tamika, she says that in one breath, catch her in 2 days, and she'll be back on being jealous. I'm just saying. We then see Dr. Nicole talking to Ashley and Hollywood about their dates, and she came right out and told both of them, y'all are trying to control each other. Ashley, you want to control Hollywood. Hollywood, you want to control Ashley. And that's not good for either one of y'all. It's not. So, because Hollywood wants to control, I forgot, they're trying to control each other. Because I know she said Ashley was trying to control Hollywood, how Hollywood goes through this process, and about wanting to date somebody else. And I think she said Hollywood was kind of trying to control how Ashley feels about other people. I think that's what it was. Anyway, we get on to Shay and Michael. So this, once again, these whores have gotten on my last nerve again. They always find a way with Shay and Michael to get on my nerves. So Shay is on here talking about, because she has all of these boundaries and all of these rules that Michael can do, but apparently she's breaking the rules. And she said in the confessional, I feel like men need boundaries, but women, we don't need all those boundaries because we're smarter than them. No, Shay, that's not true in this case, because you don't seem like the sharpest knife in the drawer. You are not the qualifier by which one says women are smarter than men. Let's be clear, Shay. You are not the litmus test for, smart. Shay, you better get your life in order. You better be glad you got somebody like Michael that's going to put up with your bullshit. Because I don't think anybody else, including this dude you claim you like, Rick, is going to put up with your bullshit. You ain't that cute, and ain't nobody that cute to make somebody put up with your bullshit. But she admitted, it's a double standard. I can change the boundaries when I want to. Bitch, what? Girl, you going to find yourself alone. Even when you do claim you find that man that's going to marry you, you're going to find yourself alone. Unless you fix yourself, and unless you fix all that bullshit you got going on, Shay, you're going to find yourself alone with nobody. Shay ain't shit. She's trash. I keep telling y'all, she is trash. Top shelf trash. Okay. Anyway, at the end of the episode, Dr. Nicole asks Shay if she's going to remove these boundaries that she has on Michael. Michael got a decision to make anyway, because Whitney done told him, hey, boo, I'm not going to keep playing this game with you. So, and it goes off from there. We don't know who going on second dates. We don't know whether or not Michael is going to be free to do what he wants to do. We don't know nothing. But it goes off from, excuse me, y'all. That's that ginger ale making me belch. We don't know what's going on. All we know is that we're going to come back and see it again next week. Y'all know I love this show. I have so much enjoyed it. And I'll be back next week for another review. We'll talk about it. We'll get in the comment section and argue about what we saw. Until then, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.